This is how I upload leads and start a new campaign. So the first thing we'll do is go to settings. I'm gonna go to tags, create a new tag for my new campaign. I am working the Augusta, Georgia area, so I will put that as my campaign name. Okay, and then press add. Okay, so that tag has been put in there. Now what we'll do is go ahead and go up to marketing, go to campaigns. And so I wanted to run as a SMS campaign, so I'll go to one of my SMS campaigns that I had previously. Click on it. Okay, so that campaign has come up here. And what we'll do is go to actions and we'll copy that campaign so that we can make a new one with all of the same information as the last one. So then what I'll just do here is take this name out, put my new name in that I did for the tag. That will be Augusta and the area code. Press copy. Okay, and so what you do is go back to campaigns to make sure that it is in there. And yes, it is right here. So I did go ahead and create it. Right now it's on draft mode. So before we can actually go ahead and publish it, we will have to go and set up the triggers. So we'll go down to triggers on the left hand side. Go ahead and click on it. And so what I'll do is go ahead and find that same campaign, which was Stockbridge, that I copied from. That's right here. So we're going to go to the reply and the start. So right now we're going to go over to the reply, press edit, duplicate. And what I'm going to do is take that name out and put in my new name, Augusta 0904, and take the word copied out. You want to keep replied in so that you know which one of the triggers that you're setting up. Go ahead and press copy. Okay, so once I copy it, I'll go ahead and find it on my list here. Augusta replied. Right now it's on draft mode. So what we're going to do is go ahead and click right on the words so that we'll be able to go ahead and set it up and edit. Okay. And so right now, what should trigger this rule? It'll stay on reply to campaign, and what you'll do is just go ahead and put your new campaign name in. So I'll go ahead and find my Augusta 30904, and then I'll go over to the second side. What action shall we perform? Everything will stay the same except you go down to the second box. What action shall we perform? We're going to remove this tag so that it's not going from a different campaign, and we're going to add the new tag so that it'll be connected to the new campaign that we made. So now that new tag is in, and what I'll do is go back up to the top, go to draft, press activate, and then save it. Okay, so it has been saved. We'll press that arrow to go back out, and then we'll go ahead and take a look and see if that one was set up correctly. Yes, it has. Now it is active. So now we did the reply. Now we'll have to go and do the start. So we'll go back down. I did Stockbridge reply, now Stockbridge start, and I'll go back and do the edit for this one. Duplicate that campaign, change the name again. Okay, take away the word copy and go ahead and copy it. And again, I'll go back up to the top, make sure that it's in there, which it is, still on draft mode. So I'll go ahead and click on that. And so this is what's going to trigger the campaign to start. We have to make sure the tag that's added. So this is the tag that's going to be associated with the contacts that you put in. So we're going to change it to the new one that I did go ahead and put in settings, which was the Augusta. And then for number 2, what action should we perform? It's going to add it to the campaign. This is the old campaign. Go ahead and update it to the new campaign name that we put on there, which was the Augusta. Okay. Again, go up to draft, activate it, press save. Okay, it did save. So we go ahead, go back, and again, make sure that both of them are active. And we have the Augusta replied, Augusta start. These are our triggers to be able to make our campaign go. So now that we have that all set up, we did go ahead and put the new campaign in. Right now, what we're going to do is go to contacts and smart lists, and we're going to go ahead and upload our list for that particular campaign. So we're going to go to import contacts, select the file, which once you get you a file, you have to go ahead and make sure that it is set up in the CSV form. I'll select the file here. Okay, I have set mine up right here, Augusta, in my CSV format. I'll go ahead and choose that one and open it. Okay. So once it brings up your file, what you're going to have to do is make sure that everything matches. The first name to the first name, last name to the last name, anything that you want to have in your campaign that you'll be able to see in the contact section. So for the mailing address, you usually would keep the mailing address what it is, or you will put the site address as the address that you're going to be going after. So this is the mailing address. These are the addresses that if we were to do a direct mail campaign, it will go to their mailing address. I don't want this one in here, so what I'll do is just go up to the top, press select field, take that out because I don't want that to show. This is not the address that will be in question. So I'll take all of that information out, and you might see yours different just depending on the way yours is set up when you actually put your list into your spreadsheet. So I'm taking all of that information out, and the site address for me is what I want to see. So whatever one you want to see, where the address that you have in question, where you're going to go ahead and mark it to, you'll put address. My site city, I'll go ahead and put city in there. State. The postal code. And of course the phone number. The phone number will always stay in as phone. I have other options to put in: bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, year built, motivations, things like that. If you want that to show up, you can go ahead and select those fields. I don't need those to show up. I just have the very basics, the name, the address. And so I'm going to go ahead and press continue because I'm fine with that. Next, we'll get a preview. So I'm just making sure that this is the person, the phone number is in here, and the address that I want to inquire about is the one that's in here. You can always press another sample a few times just to make sure that everything is in here correctly. Okay, so up here everything is where it's supposed to be. The phone number is where it's supposed to be, first and last name. The address that I want to show up is there, so then I'll go ahead and press continue. Okay, if an existing contact is in the spreadsheet, update them with the data in the document, but only for the fields that are empty. This is the recommended one. This is the one that they always say go with. So I'll just go ahead and press continue there. And then this is where I'm going to add my tag so that I'll be able to attach this particular list to the new campaign that I made. And that campaign was the Augusta 30904. And so that would trigger this particular list to go into that particular campaign. Then I'll press done after I added my tag. And it's going to go ahead and upload all of my contacts that has good phone numbers for them, making sure that they're Any ones that have any landlines will come out. So right now I have 200 that are supposed to go in. Okay, so today is August 3rd. All of those numbers will put in. So in order to make sure that they actually did go in, what we'll do is go back up to marketing, go to campaigns. We'll go to the new campaign that we made today, which was the Augusta. And here we go. 193 of 200 actually went in. Those are numbers that are all cell phone numbers. The other ones, the other 7 must have been landlines, which won't go into REIREPLY. So this campaign is still on draft mode. I'll actually go in. Now, since I have everything downloaded, all of my triggers set up, I will just go in now, make sure that everything is what I want it to be. If you needed to edit or anything, I want my campaign to go out between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock starting off. But if you needed to edit it, you will go into the edit mode. You could edit anything here. And this is where you edit your specific times and dates. Okay. Then you'll go in, edit all of that information, press save. Okay, and I did want to go ahead and edit really quickly. And so you can just edit anything in here. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and save. Everything that how it would look to them will show up over on the side there. Okay, all set here. So now the next thing I'll do is go ahead and I will press publish. Okay, all set. So now my campaigns will go out between Monday through Friday between 1 o'clock and 4 p.m. So right now I have it going out at 1 o'clock. And then the other days they'll start going out, and then it'll just run until it's done. So that's pretty much it. Now that should be published. When I go back over the campaigns again, it should go and show that that particular campaign is published with the green dot there, and you can go right over and look at it published. And that's it. So it's going to go ahead and run at 1 o'clock, and then we'll start seeing the conversations here, and that's when we go in and do, once you get your conversations, you'll go in and start doing your dispositions from here.